Taualuga and welcome to Measina Treasures of Samoa. Today for our Siva Afi Interview series, we are speaking with Natalie Nati Oloa. She is a World Fireknife competition competitor. Nati is also known for her competing in other Polynesian cultural dance such as Tahitian, Samoan Taualuga and Maori cultural presentations. We are excited to talk to Nati about her Siva Afi journey. Welcome today, Nati.
Hello, thank you for having me.
So our first question for you is, tell us how you got involved in Siva Afi.
So I didn't start until I moved here in Hawaii, which was 2009, so I was 11 years old. But even when I first started, I was kind of just joking around because I would always see my brother fireknife practice at our house. So I'll just pick up a stick and just like spin. And then it wasn't until like I kept doing it that my dad was like, okay, you're going to become a fireknife dancer. I'm like, okay, so that's when so around 11 years old, that's when I kind of like to really start picking it up.
That's so awesome to start at such a young age. What do you wish you had known when you first started Siva Afi?
I think when I first started, something I would want to learn more about is basically where it originated. Because when you get into fireknife, you kind of just see like just the fireknife itself. Like, oh, it's from Samoa. It's a stick with fire on it and it's a dance. But I know like over the years I've learned like it's not just a dance, it's history. It's really just something that started off as a war weapon. And then there's like more history on like the differences between where the knife came from versus where a fire knife came from. I think that's like something really important to learn at the beginning of it.
Yes. Knowing the history always makes it a lot more interesting to know and learn about. Yeah. So number 3, what are you doing now?
So right now we are, well, in Hawaii, we're kind of slowly getting out of quarantine. So everything's starting to open back up again. So this week is actually my first week back at work. And then we also have our classes being held here at our house. So we have like a little area in the back. So like time to time I'll teach the kids like one-on-one. But that's it for now. Yeah.
Awesome. And I saw a bunch of you participated in the graduation.
Yeah.
That looks so cool.
We can't have like graduation parties. So it's kind of just like a drive-by where we go there, perform like a couple numbers, and then we have to leave.
Yeah. But it looked awesome. It looked awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah. So question number 4 is, what's one of your Siva Afi failures?
So I have a lot actually, but I remember that there's a specific time where I was in the backstage at the fireknife World Fireknife competition at PCC, and I was practicing in the back, and then there's this one move where I tossed it up flat, and when it came down, it hit me in my nose, so it kind of like gave me a bruise before I go on stage, and so everyone saw the bruise like while I was on stage. I was like, okay, so that happened that has to happen like right before I go on. But also too, I compete a lot, but I don't always win. But it's okay because I don't go in to think like I need a place. I go in mainly to like learn, because every competition is a new learning experience where you learn something about how you perform, you learn about stage presence. So even though I've been dancing for a while, there's a lot of competitions where I've entered where I don't place at all.
Yes, and seeing that competitions can be more of a learning tool rather than something to actually win, helps ease your, nerves, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So our last question for today is there anything that I should have asked but didn't?
Anything that you should have asked but didn't would probably be where, like, why fireknife dancing? So out of everything, because especially like specifically like just Samoa, there's so much things that you could have do. There's Siva Samoa, there's Taualuga, and especially since I'm a girl, like, okay, what are you doing in fire knife dancing, you know? But I don't see it as a gender thing. I see it like anyone can do fire knife, no matter how old you are, what gender you are, yeah, even like what culture you are. I feel like anyone can do fire knife.
Yes, I totally agree. So I see Siva Afi as something that is accessible to everybody and anyone from any culture. I just believe that as long as they know the history behind it and they respect it, then I think that's awesome. Yeah,
Yes, most definitely.
awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today, Nati. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Thank you for having me. It's been like a real honor to be here.
Thank you.